Hi everyone, it's Sonny McDonald and welcome to my live stream this week where I really want to talk to everyone about this new concept of everyone working virtually, remotely, working from home. And I know a lot of businesses and organisations are slowly having their people and their teams coming back into the office. But with so many organisations now putting in plans where, remote working is going to become the new norm. I mean, I think Twitter just recently announced that they're going to have all their people working permanently from home. And there are so many organisations like Telstra and Finder that are going to be offering a lot more opportunities and a lot more flexible working and working from home. And look, is leadership, and leading 9 to 5 going to be a thing of the past? Is kind of like now leadership and leading anywhere going to be the new norm, whether it's on the kitchen table or in the lounge room or in the cafe or on the train? I think we are going to be now in terms of, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but leading everywhere, I think, is going to be the new norm. And also, I think we're going to be kind of moving away from the traditional 9 to 5, having to be everyone in the office, seeing your team in there Monday to Friday. I think there's going to be a real shift when it comes to leadership. And I'm finding that a lot of organisations and leaders are reaching out to us in particular around how do you lead people, how do you lead a team when you don't see them, when you don't see them physically in an office where they're sitting in front of you, you're able to see that they're actually working 9 to 5. And I suppose, I don't know, like I'm super passionate about this space because I don't think you need to lead someone and have to see them 9 to 5. I'm a big advocate for leading anywhere, and because I think it's about, fundamentally, it's about trust. Trust is everything. And when you trust the people around you and you focus on results and outcomes and outputs, I think that you can lead anywhere. And I think that's something that we as leaders really need to instill in the people around us, that, in terms of leadership and doing business moving forward, look, there's nothing that's going to take away. Like, I absolutely agree. I mean, I'm in the office today, and that social connection, like we are social beings, is so important. That face-to-face connection, I agree, is so important. I mean, there's nothing greater than working in the office, having that kind of team, that energy, in terms of delivering outcomes and outputs. However, I think that this pandemic has really shown many of us that I think that as leaders, we're going to have to lead a new type of, not that traditional way of working. And I kind of see myself, the reason why I'm passionate about this space is I kind of feel like I'm a bit of a semi-expert in this space, because ever since I started my company, Leadership HQ, I have been pretty much juggling. Like, I'm a full-time solo mum, so I felt like I didn't really have a choice around, and with no support network. And I'm not saying, like, I know we all have challenges when we're kind of leading a business or a team or even working, trying to juggle everything. However, I found having that kind of flexibility and working from home and in the office was, it had its challenges, but, at the end of the day, if you really trust people and have the courage to embrace a new way of working, it is amazing what you can get out of people. Absolutely. And also from yourself as well. And I wanted to share with you what, since I started my company 12 years ago and juggling, being a full-time solo mom, as well as trying to run and grow and lead a team and a company, I wanted to share some tips with you, because I really do think that we're going to find that people are going to want to be able to work more remotely and virtually. And can I tell you, it's about trust, but it's also about communication. And, it does take commitment and courage to, it's about communicating more. It's about, gosh, what else is it about? There's so many things that you need to look at when it comes to being able to be a great leader. But I wanted to share with you some things that I think are really, really important. I think first and foremost, it's about self-leadership. So it is definitely, I believe that leadership starts with us and also who we are as a leader. So setting up great routines and great habits, really knowing your values as a leader, and really espousing those values. And when I talk about great routines and habits, it's about that you are setting aside time for yourself to be the best version that you can be. I think that's really important. Not feeling guilty. Absolutely not feeling guilty. Like, this morning I was up at 5 a.m., in my lounge. It was dark, still doing some work. But then I kind of went, I know, like between 7 and 8, I'll go for a walk, and then I'll spend some time with my daughter. Then I'll go into the office. So, and, sometimes I work at night, but I don't feel guilty. I just feel as though, as long as I'm getting the results and the outputs, and I'm also taking care of myself and my family, that's really important. But self-leadership is the key, absolutely the key. So get yourself really understanding, like, you can lead from anywhere, okay? You can. Next one is people leadership. Can I tell you, leadership is about others. It's totally about others. And it's really important when you're leading from anywhere that you're making people feel psychologically safe. I think that trust is everything. I don't lead my team or those around me with, okay, tell me what you're doing every minute or every hour of the day. They know, the people around me know exactly what we need to achieve. We set up regular communication every day. And I'm not saying we don't communicate all day, but we make sure we're touching base, and whether there's so many different communication methods now, like Microsoft Teams and Zoom and Skype and Messenger and phone. I prefer just phone because all these different ways of communicating online can kind of drive me nuts. But everyone's very different around how they communicate, that they know what they need to deliver. We get together as a group, which is really important. I check in with them. I set times with the people around me, and in terms of how I can help them. I still do the face-to-face time with them because I think that's still really important. I also thank them all the time and show them how grateful I am. I don't think we do that enough. So if you are leading anywhere, I think that's really important, that they know that you really care about them, because at the end of the day, I think that's what people just want to know, that you care about them. We are kind of connection social beings. I send them thank you cards. I send them little gifts, little things to show how much I appreciate them. I also know what motivates them, okay, and what their goals are. So, when I'm leading anywhere, it's not about just what their motivations are at work, but what their goals and motivations are outside of work, and I make sure I'm able to help them with that. Also, I think it's really important that they really get a sense, or they really know, again, like our values as a company and as a group. What's our vision? What's our mission? What's our goals? So again, you can do that from anywhere. Okay, so you don't have to be in the office watching them 24/7 to know that if they're on the journey with you, they're on the journey with you, and they're on the journey with you anywhere. So I think that's really important. And also, I've talked about self-leadership and the importance of self-leadership, and also leadership takes on many hats as a self-leader, not just at work. It's also in the community, as a parent, as a carer. So it's really important that you are getting that self-leadership and embracing that, and the people leadership. Communication and trust is the key. And also for me, it's around really which you can do anywhere around company leadership, is just making sure that, you're on brand, that you're on strategy, that you're checking in and getting a feel for the culture, that you really are aligned to where you're going in terms of your mission, vision, and values. So again, you can do that from anywhere. Look, I'm not kind of saying you don't have to have that kind of that real connection when you're with someone or whether you're in a physical office. I think that is fantastic, but I just think in terms of everyone that we're speaking to at the moment, they're really finding this kind of challenge or this juggle of, not seeing people in the office and also juggling this kind of leading people from home is absolutely doable. I think this leading in the office, I think we're going to move away from this, and that you can lead anywhere and everywhere. And I think it does absolutely take trust. It takes absolute courage to actually go, you know what, we've got this, we can do this. Because again, like, it's about outputs and outcomes. I forgot to mention as well, when it comes to leadership anywhere and everywhere, it's even with your clients or your connections, your associates. Again, you can do that anywhere. It's making sure that you're ringing them, you're contacting them, you're checking in on them. You don't, again, have to do that face to face. I'm finding, which is so great, that so many of my clients now are actually really embracing having meetings either, on Zoom or on Skype. They're actually really open now to doing workshops and coaching and programs via Zoom. Again, nothing takes away from doing the physical kind of workshops, but you can mix it up. Even I'm getting requests to do keynotes online. So good that we're seeing a real shift. And I think we need to be kind of embracing that and putting in some really great strategies so we can lead from anywhere, because it can be really empowering for those people around you to know that you can. Anyway, so yeah, let me know if you have any. I can see some great comments here that trust is everything. It's so important. I think that's really important, because I think that, leadership is absolutely about how we can inspire others to be more, learn more, and do more. And you can do that anywhere. So I'm going to be posting a blog later on today that captures some of the things that I talked about. And if there's anything we can do to help you, reach out to us at Leadership HQ and really embrace this concept of that we can lead anywhere today. And just always remember to stay kind and stay courageous. Thank you.